Ini adalah borak preview untuk KL City dan kita sekali lagi berada di Reda Coffee Rumah 105. Terima kasih Reda Coffee sebab menaja air kami. Taja tau.
Memang sedap.
So pada siapa yang ada di area Setapak especially, boleh datang ke Reda Coffee dekat Rumah 105 ni, dekat Jalan Air Panas. Sedap air dia banyak dan dia ada event juga kadang-kadang dekat sini, ada jual-jual sikit. Jadi datanglah. Biasalah pesanan penaja orang kata. Tapi korang mesti lagi bersama aku, Nizam dan juga Nero. Kita akan berdepan Terengganu FC di Ceras pada hari Sabtu ni jam 9 malam. Dan ini adalah, kita boleh kata, kembalinya Akram Mahinan, one of my favourite players lah. Sedih juga sebenarnya bila dia caw tu. Last season I buat nama dia, tiba-tiba dia caw pula. Itulah, Akram akan kembali dan itu antara highlight dia. Satu, Akram kembali. Second, mungkinkah Paulo Josue akan pecahkan rekod Fandi Ahmad dalam game tu. Dan juga Terengganu sendiri pun, dia kalau di Liga musim ni sebenarnya agak bagus juga dengan adanya pemain macam Safawi Rashid dan juga Akia. Tapi last game diorang kalah bertemu Selangor di MBPJ yang membuatkan diorang tak dapat layak ke final PLFA. Okay, Nero, sebab sekarang aku bagi task kat Nero untuk dia jadi bab technical, bab stats semua bagi dia. Dia akan jadi mat stats kepada channel ni. So Nero, apa agaknya stat yang menarik atau benda-benda poin-poin menarik lah untuk yang boleh kita kongsikan mengenai perlawanan bertemu Terengganu ni?
You gotta tell thanks to Dave because
Dave, the legend.
And the stat that he provided was that this is our best start to the league for the first 6 games, since 89.
89 now.
Which is a big positive. And this is the 5th team that we are playing. Top of the table from last season finishes. And we have a very good record. Other than the one loss that we had with GDT, we had 2 wins and 1 draw. And we have 4 unbeaten games and 4 clean sheet, which is an amazing positive. Kudos to the solid back four that we have had with Declan, Rudovic, Gigi and Sean
adalah satu surprise untuk musim ni dengan kecederaan pada Kamal Azizi dan juga Anwar Ibrahim. Surprisingly, dia seakan dapat reinvent himself from a striker, from a winger jadi kepada seorang fullback. Are you surprised?
I'm surprised that he took the chance actually. Whether he can do it or not surprised, because the quality of the player, it's that he has the quality to do it. But I'm surprised that he took the chance to do it.
Took the chance yang sampai tahap orang rasa macam walaupun Kamal Azizi dah kembali, Anwar Ibrahim dah kembali, dia jadi macam
I feel he needs to start.
Dia jadi macam undeniable. It's a good heading untuk the coach lah.
Because shouldn't break the partnership. The partnership is good. The back four, they are so comfortable. And with Sean reinventing himself as a fullback, the positive is I think there's more flair from the fullback position now.
He used to be an attacker.
He used to be, because the attacking instinct too, we can translate to from the fullback position. Our defense is winning us games this season. I could be biased, but I feel our centre-back partnership is the best in the league this season.
Sebab dengan 4 clean sheet berturut dikala kita bukan mendominasi perlawanan. So it shows that memang betul macam Nero kata, for now our centre-back memang is the key lah.
One thing that I'm not so keen about to share is the last time we won against them during full time is 2021. With Paulo scoring. If we can repeat that, it'll be an amazing thing.
Ini akan jadi satu ujian mental juga kepada player sebab dengan berita pasal potongan mata ni is how they bounce back lah. Kita nak tengok macam mana player ni react from this chaos lah. Based on our past few games, what do you see lah yang nampak positif menuju ke game ni?
We have one huge negative news. Gigi has accumulated 3 yellow cards. And Gigi will not be playing, so he'll be suspended against Terengganu. For me, it's a huge blow.
But kita dah dapat settled back four. You rasa siapa yang akan ganti? For now kita ada Kenny, tapi Kenny pun few games dah main as a midfielder. Then we have,
I feel he's happy also playing as a midfielder.
And then we have Nick Swirat. You rasa siapa akan partner Rudo?
Before that, segue, a small segue. We change kita punya identity dari team yang pragmatic to a team yang very offensive sekarang. So we gotta give Coach Miroslav a huge, he's cooking with the team. He's cooking with this.
Let him cook.
Jangan kacau resipi dia. Reason why I segue ke sana is because are we going to be playing offensive or defensive against Terengganu? That will come into play with who we're going to put in to play in the defense. So are we going to play with Patrick up top, with Paulo coming into the midfield and Kenny coming into the defense, or are we going to maintain the same team with Nick coming into it, either Nick playing as a centre back or Kenny playing as centre back and the other one playing as the fullback midfielder?
Kita dah pernah cuba that tactic, Patrick main as a striker lawan Pahang dan susah. Tak tahu kenapa macam kita susah sikit nak tembus, mungkin sebab kita dah dapat a settled formation. So bila tukar tu belum dapat rentak lagi.
But that game pun then we had one more loss, which is Brandon Gunn not playing in midfield.
Okay.
We don't know yet. This is so much up in the air. This is a big headache for Coach Miroslav for me lah. I feel.
Just a good headache.
It's a good headache. Beyond all those headaches that we have off the field, this is an amazing headache to have on the field for us.
Untuk first 11, you rasa siapa yang akan start? Kalau you lah, do you go on the offensive or would you be defensive? Adakah kita akan main macam lawan Selangor, you rasa?
I think we have to go offensive. Even though Gigi is not playing, I feel Adrian punya calmness in defense. Kenny is a good ball winner. Kenny is quite aggressive. When he plays centre back, there's so many games where we see he ventures into the midfield to sometimes press and to win the ball. So I feel like kalau we play on the front foot, kalau we are more proactive to win the ball, our wingers can come into play on the transitional. We can counter attack by winning the ball in the midfield and releasing. I feel like by having Patrick up front, and the front three that can change, can be interchanged. We don't interchange actually too much, but maybe that thing could be something that we could introduce for this game. Interchange that front three, so create different opportunities for one-on-one play for them. And with our midfield of Zafri, Paulo and Brandon. Paulo maybe can sit deep to maybe release the balls to our wingers, and Zafri and Brandon Gunn very proactive trying to win the ball back very high up on the field. I think we could do something.
Even Patrick pun kalau dia main as a striker, dia rajin juga pressing the back for pasukan lawan, so mungkin boleh digunakan juga. Cuma kita nak tahu lah. Bagi kita tahu Terengganu ni dia ada ramai pemain midfield yang berkualiti sebenarnya. Pemain macam Safawi, Akia, Madan Pilch. Kita perlu cuba untuk matikan bahagian midfield lah. We have to win in midfield. Kalau nak menang lawan Terengganu, kita kena dominate midfield. Sebab once Terengganu dapat control midfield, itu akan jadi satu masalah.
That's a big concern also. I'm afraid kalau kita, of course there's two ways of playing against a team like this, where we can sit back, we can absorb dia orang punya pressure. But seeing how coach is playing with the team right now, I think we'll be a bit more adventurous.
Tapi satu benda tadi kita ada bincang mengenai kita ada masalah juga kan midfield in terms of merebut bola. Bila kita pun banyak juga pump terus ke depan, daripada Azri terus ke depan, ataupun kadang-kadang Rudo dan juga Gigi akan try cuba cari terus macam melangkau midfield kita, dan kita ada masalah sikit bila kita nak dapatkan bola.
We don't win headers up front. We don't hit the first ball. So that's a big concern untuk saya. And Azri launches the ball from goal kicks, or like when we are trying to build up from the back and when we can't find the passage to the midfield, when we launch this ball behind their defensive lines, we don't win headers.
We don't win the first ball and the second ball.
First ball and second ball. That is a big concerning for me.
Apa kita punya strength lah menuju ke game ni, you rasa?
The strength is from the game against Sabah. What I could see is suddenly we have pattern of play. We can see how the midfielders are coming down deep to form a three in the back to build up the play as our fullbacks are going up front and stretching the field wide. Maybe that can also be a solution. The coach is aware that our midfield is not as strong as all the other teams, so we are trying to play on the side with our flanks rather than trying to be more creative through the midfield. Maybe it's by design that we don't win the ball first ball, but our attack is more calm. Our attack is more calm rather than having the chaotic launch the ball over the top and win the first ball, second ball, and then immediately one pass behind the line. Rather than that, I think our style has now gone to a much more pragmatic attack. You can see the pattern of play, the passes where especially Zafri and Brandon Gunn running from the midfield to overload to join Paulo, Hakimi and Joan Matika. That's a big positive.
Another thing I rasa yang kita belajar daripada game lawan Sabah is I think we have to move the ball quicker. Because ada time yang macam kita lambat, so player Sabah especially second half bila diorang main 10 orang, diorang cepat dapat turun.
We don't take advantage of the space that is available.
Tapi bila kita gerakkan bola dengan lebih cepat, terhasil gol ketiga. We can see how the passes,
the one touch plays suddenly. Sharvin, Patrick Weichel, very unlucky for Joe Watika, but it falls.
Bola sampai for Zafri. Pemain lawan dia tak boleh nak tutup sebab laju.
Only first half, end of the first half pun we had one passage of play. It was so beautiful with Brandon Gunn getting a half volley.
So we need to do that more.
Against Sabah, that was such a big positive, which I didn't see that from the team previously, but against Sabah it was so obvious.
Okay, Joven, what are your thoughts about Joven? Sebab kita dah nampak selepas dia gol tu nampak lain macam.
Joven, he is an offensive player. And offensive players normally, diorang punya style tu, diorang live off confidence. They need to get 1 or 2 goals for them to get into the groove. And Jovan is an amazing dribbler. When he gets the ball full stadium, everyone stands up. Everyone gets excited because he's going to take on 1 player, 2 player, 3 player. He always takes on. But one thing I noticed in the Sabah game is how much he's getting frustrated bila dia tak dapat score. Even though the one that where he got slit and the ball went to Zafri, can see that he's a bit pissed that he didn't get the chance to score. And I like that about him because he's so single-minded trying to get the goal and trying to contribute for the team. That shows dia punya expectation that he has on himself and the confidence that he has on himself. He's a very high-level player that is playing for us on the wing.
Yep. Even kita pun ada interview lepas tu, Steven ada kata yang this is a jam lah.
You don't know where we found him, but do not let him go. That's what he said.
So memang perlu perhatikan lah.
Hakimi also we gotta say. Hakimi is a player who has a very high ceiling.
Our Marcus Rashford.
Our Marcus Rashford.
And
he's a very high ceiling. Dia punya frame as a player is big. He's the type of player yang when he gets all that decision making everything right, he will dominate this league.
He needs to have confidence in himself. Macam one thing yang aku rasa Hakimi kena cuba perbaiki is jangan give up lah. Macam contoh kita tahu player macam Joven, macam Hakimi, player di bahagian winger ni, antara benda yang boleh menaikkan confidence adalah seawal game kalau dia boleh pick dia punya marker, dia punya confidence akan naik. Tapi kalau nak jadi lebih bagus, if you cannot beat him the first time, try lagi sampai you will dominate your marker. Jangan terus bila first tu tak dapat beat terus
give up.
So kuatkan lebih mental, so that because you have the potential, huge potential, you can be better than this. With KL lah.
Last season, lot of potential. But after the game where he played for Malaysia against Chinese Taipei, I'm seeing a new Hakimi. He has gone up a level, and there's few more levels for him to go, and he's going to be a huge player for us and for the league and maybe for the country.
Hopefully he will be like Paulo and Zaf. He will stay for us straight sampai habis lah, sampai pencen lah.
Yes.
Unless kalau dapat tawaran daripada kelab luar negara, then
that's amazing. Go for it.
Biasalah kalau benda macam ni kita ada ramalan. Oh, lupa nak cakap, kita juga menerima kepulangan kembali Akram Mahinan. So Akram bagi KL menang.
Untuk saya, even though we've had 4 clean sheets in a row, this game will be hard.
Terengganu is not, bukan calang-calang lah. Terengganu is
especially their wingers kan.
Yep, they have players macam
Safawi and Akia. They're high on confidence also. They're high on confidence.
Mungkin kacau terganggu sikit lepas kalah lawan Selangor, tapi kita tengoklah satu tim akan kira dua-dua tim kena bounce back lah dalam game ni.
Bounce back,
Terengganu nak bounce back selepas kekecewaan gagal ke final PLFA. KL pula nak kena bounce back selepas berita yang tak best ni.
But I feel game ni we are going to win 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, it's very sad for me to say. I want sangat clean sheet for Azri, He's been playing very well for us, and Rudovic and Gigi. Just because we don't have the same back four, I feel we might concede 1 goal, but we'll still get the win.
Nice. So kita nantikan lah.
What is your prediction?
My prediction, I hope a win juga. Because I really think compared to Terengganu, we really need this win.
Yes,
so bounce back, especially untuk the player. Daripada situ, players boleh tunjuk kepada fans yang we are still fighting for you. So turunlah. Kita sebagai penyokong, kita cubalah ajak lagi orang, tarik lagi kawan-kawan tu mana duduk KL tu datang menyokong untuk berikan. Tapi sayangnya perlu saya bagi tahu bahawa saya tidak dapat turun dalam perlawanan bertemu Terengganu ni kerana saya dah ada komitmen lain. Tapi saya akan kembali untuk perlawanan seterusnya bertemu PDRM away lah. Dan kemudian kita ada yang masih tak tahu lagi if akan berlangsung atau tidak. Hopefully akan berlangsung kerana kita dah look forward pun untuk shop pick up ni. So kalau korang jumpa Nero di game lawan Terengganu tu, bantulah dia nak buat reaction tu nanti.
Kita buat game review.
Kita buat game review lah. Mungkin kalau tak ada kita
fingers crossed kita menang lah.
Sedap sikit. Ini adalah antara tanggungjawab kita orang untuk cuba memeriahkan lagi scene bola sepak Kuala Lumpur ni dan untuk menarik lebih ramai penyokong untuk menyokong KL City ni lah. Kerana ini adalah pasukan kita, ini adalah kita sebagai orang KL. Tak kira lah sama ada, tak kira lah sebenarnya kalau orang betul-betul lahir kat KL ataupun korang sebenarnya bukan berasal dari KL tapi dah lama duduk di KL kerana bekerja di KL, datanglah ke Stadium Ceras untuk menyokong pasukan KL City ni. Jadi itu saja daripada kami untuk kali ni. Sehingga kita jumpa lagi. Jangan lupa turun game lawan Terengganu walaupun aku tak ada. Teruskan menyokong dan sampai mati Kuala Lumpur.